Hi there. So in this video, we'll be looking at basic data transformation. How to transform our data, transformations like splitting columns and merging um, data together. So the first step, like we always do, is to get our data. So you need to have the data to work with. So you click connect. So you select the data you want. So for this transformation, we'll be selecting sheet 1 and sheet 2 data. So we'll click on transform. So our Power Query editor opens for us. So we have two queries here. We have query 1 and query 2. So sheet 1 has 12 columns and 29 rows. Sheet 2 also has 12 columns and 30 rows. So let's go to sheet 1. Sheet 1, the last ID, look at the ID number. The last ID is ID 29. For sheet 2, the first ID is 30. So what we'll do is we want to merge the two sheets together. So how do we do that? We come to our home, so you come to combine. So merge queries, queries by column, while append merge query by rows. So for this particular video and for what we want to achieve, we'll be appending the query. So you can either append queries as new ones or you append to an existing query. So if I click on this append now, whatever we do will be saved on sheet 1, but I want us to append as new. So click append as new, click append as new. So you can append 2 tables, you can append 3 or more tables. So you select the first table, which is sheet 1, you select the second one, which is sheet 2, and you click OK. So we now have a new query titled append 1. So when you scroll down, you can see that you have, so this was where table 1 ended, and this was where sheet 1 ended, and sheet 2 has been appended. So before you append, you must make sure that the number of columns are the same. All right, the number of columns are the same, and also the title, that is the header for the columns, are the same. All right, they are titled the same. All right, great. So you can also rename this to, let's say, combined. Let's say combined data, and that will be the name of this particular query. All right, so that's that for merging data. Now, how do we split a column? If we want to split a column, how do we do that? Okay, let's split this timestamp. So you click on the column of interest, all right, and you come to split column. So you can split columns by several ways. You can split by a delimiter. A delimiter is simply a separator. You can split by number of characters. You can split by position, by uppercase to by lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase, by digits to non-digits, by non-digits to digits. But for this particular column, we'll be splitting by delimiter. So let's click by the split by delimiter. All right, so you can select the delimiter you want to split by. So let's click on. So for the timestamp, we'll be splitting by the space. So you can also have a custom delimiter to split with. So that's if the option does not contain the delimiter you want to split by. So let's click space. All right, so it's asking you leftmost delimiter, right? So we are splitting by every occurrence of the delimiter. So let's click OK. So you can see that timestamp has been split into timestamp 1 and timestamp 2. Right, and that's because let's go to sheet 2. So you can see from this timestamp here, there's a space. The space separates the date and the time. So what we've successfully done is to split this column by changing this to date and having a column for date and also a column for time. So if I click on this combine, so we can easily rename this. By right clicking and click on rename. So we can say this is date, and if I right click, if I do the same thing here, I can replace this to, let's say, time. Alright, so you can see that the data type automatically is date data type, and for this is this time data type. So Power BI recognizes or Power BI automatically fix the data type for us. So that's for data transformation by splitting and merging columns. So we can click on close and apply, and we would have our, let's allow it to load. So we have our 3 data on our data pane. So that's for basic data transformation like splitting columns and merging data.